Now that we know what a trigger is, the real question is which one should we actually use for our workflow? Let's walk through how we should actually think about it. Start with one question. Is a human going to actually kick this off? Or do we want it to happen automatically in the background? If someone from our team is going to open Macha and talk to an agent, that's just really a chat. We don't need a trigger at all. Triggers are specifically for when we want the agent to start on its own when something happens on one of our connected apps. So going back to triggers, if a human is going to be using the agent, we don't need a trigger. Now let's see the trigger options that we have available on Macha. We have a lot of trigger options here, and we'll be adding a lot more very soon. But for now, let's use a Zendesk trigger example. The most common example of a Zendesk trigger is when a new support ticket comes in. We want our agent to read that ticket and process it immediately without anyone manually looking at the tickets that are coming in. You'll see that we have a warning message which says this trigger fires on every new ticket. This also means that since it's reading every ticket that comes in, it will consume a credit for every ticket it reads. We'll ask you to confirm before turning it on. And once we've done that, the trigger will start accepting trigger events. Now, under the Zendesk trigger list, we have a lot of options. We have options like every customer ticket message, ticket status changed, ticket priority changed, ticket assigned, ticket closed, customer message on messaging, and more. The question we need to ask ourselves is which specific event should start our workflow? Our strong recommendation would be to be very specific. If we switch on too many triggers that run too often, it leads to a lot of unnecessary executions, and you will burn through credits too quickly. Pick the trigger that matches the exact moment that matters, not a broad one. One way to be really specific is the custom webhook trigger. We can go to our Zendesk setup and actually copy this custom webhook and add it to your specific trigger as an action. Only tickets that satisfy that specific Zendesk trigger you have set up will be sent to the AI agent you have set up. Also, there is an option to send a custom webhook trigger from a third-party system that isn't one of Macha's built-in connectors. It's similar to the Zendesk custom webhook. Macha basically creates a webhook URL, which you can copy and paste into your external system. Whenever that event fires, the data will come straight to your agent. To summarize, when choosing a trigger, we need to consider 3 questions. First, should this run automatically, or does it require a human to work with it in a chat? In that case, you don't need a trigger. Which connected app does the event live on? Connect that trigger, and if, for example, we are using Zendesk, try to use the Zendesk trigger options. The custom Zendesk webhook helps you get as specific as possible. How specific do we want the event to be? Choose a trigger that matches the exact moment, not a very broad one, so that we don't use too many credits. This information should help us select the right trigger for the AI agent we build. Happy automating!